Guys, what's going on? Nick here with GearNut, and if you're like me and a lot of other people I know, you have a tablet in which you use as a TV. You'll throw it on your kitchen table, you'll throw it on a nightstand and watch videos, watch movies together, you'll hold it, you'll do research with it. It's just a handy little device. So, the only downside is sometimes you have to buy a case for it. I just kind of skipped out on that. This is my Samsung Tab 4 10.1, and I've had it for several years. I think about 3 years, maybe 2 years. And it's really nice. You can do your research on it. It's really cool. It slides into a bag. It's very portable, and it's really nice to view pictures on and stuff like that. So, the thing that I had, the problem that I had, was my first tablet stand that I ever built. And you guys can go back. I'll try to put a link to it in the description box below. But that thing was too big. It was so freaking huge that you just couldn't take it with you. It was really versatile. You could use it in the kitchen, on your cookbooks, and everything else like that. But I wanted something that would slip into a bag that was handmade and really awesome. And you could take it with you, you know, you could watch movies, places, and stuff like that. So, but I wanted it to be very simple. Something anybody could make. Something anybody could do. Well, almost anybody, because let's face it, some people shouldn't have a screwdriver. So, anyhow, all you need is 2 pieces of wood and a hinge. And this right here is made out of yellow birch. See if I can get some of the beauty out of this. I don't know if my camera is really going to do it justice, but it was really interesting on how I made this. So before I do that, let's just take and show you guys what the tablet looks like in here. Boom. Sets in there, really beautiful. You guys can see my Hodunk tripod stand back there because I don't have a really good tripod. Something you didn't know about GearNut. I have a cheap tripod. I don't have a really good one. Something I need to invest in. But back to the video. So for video purposes, for reflection, we'll just flip it around and we'll pretend that's the screen. You know, you can scoot your feet in like so just by pinching it together. You can expand it out. You can take and throw your cell phone on it and watch a video on your cell phone. You know, it's just a really nice deal. My cell phone is my monitor for my GoPro Hero 3 right now, so that's why we didn't flip it around, because it just give you that infinity look, you know? It'll just mess with some people. So, how I did this is I took 2 boards, like so, I stuck them together, and where all these big holes are, the decorative holes, I just put a screw in, and I made sure it didn't pop out the other side. Put a screw in, and then, after that, I took and drilled a big old hole right here. And then I took and just cut it out. I just chopped in, and then I went over here and I figured out how much of an angle I wanted. I just drew it with a pencil. I was like, good enough. Then I cut that out, and then I took and I mounted, no, I didn't mount the hinge on it. Yeah, actually, I think the next step was I mounted a hinge, and this is just a brass hinge, you know? And then after I mounted the hinge, I could take a couple of the screws out. So I left the 2 bottom screws in, and I took the top 2 out. And then I just sanded it and tapered the whole thing. As you guys can see, starts out nice and chubby-wubby down here, and it gets nice and skinny. So when you do set it down, it just looks really good, you know, from all angles. It just gives it a little more definition. So then I ended up sanding this thing over really good. While it was still screwed together, I did take and put a little angle right here. And also right here. And what that allows is for you to open it up farther because your tablet doesn't pinch down here. So you just take a little drum sander on a drill and just go like this, turn it on, sand it, flip it over, turn it on, sand it. You know, the bottom is nothing special. There's no feet or anything on there. You could throw some rubber feet on there or whatever. Not a big deal, you know. So, but I just took them through a brass hinge on the back, me cut down some of that reflection on that for you. And that was pretty much it. Took the rest of the screws out, and I believe I took and drilled these holes. You know, I drilled up here, here, and here, and here, and then that was pretty much it. I went around and I hand sanded this little groove right here, so when you put your finger there and you shut it, it doesn't pinch you. It's nice and rounded, you know. I did that pretty much everywhere I could, except for here, back here on the back where the hinge mounts and gets up, but it turned out really well. It's a very functional tablet stand. You can throw it in a bag, you can take it with you. You can still do the book stand with it. If you're cooking in the kitchen, you can still do that. It holds books. And the best part is, it was cheap. This thing was extremely cheap to build, even with this yellow birch wood. So, but anyhow, I just wanted to take and show you guys what I've been using as a tablet stand. If you guys have a DIY tablet stand, or you've seen some, let me know. You know, this is something I did a couple years ago. I think it's probably approaching, yeah, it's at least a couple years old. Oh, somebody commented. Awesome. So, that's one of you guys. So, I'm going to leave that in the video. But anyhow, this is my tablet stand. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, try to hit me up. I'll try to answer as many as I can. I'm going to be shooting a lot of videos this week. Hopefully, keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully something doesn't pop up and I get dragged off. So, but if you guys have questions, hit me up. And this is the, I guess, the easy tablet stand, because almost anybody can do it. And you can make it as complex or simple as you want. You know, you just have to know your angle that you want and how big of stuff you want to stick down in here. So, this is a 1-inch Forstner bit that I used. 1 inch and I think 3/4 or half, something like that, on these other holes right here. So pretty good deal, you know. And then just sandpaper. Pretty much you can do it with that. You know, put your hinge on here and screw it down, and it turned out extremely well. A lot of people that see this ask where I got it, and I'm just like, hey, I made it. So that's what I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will try to catch you guys later.